gentlemen, please give it up with a round of applause for Mr. Randy Samora, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I need to ask one very important question right now. How many people out there enjoy a really good ventriloquist act? Anybody? Round of applause. All right. Learn ventriloquism. Y'all come back next year, I'll hook you up. I'll start out by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Randy Samora. Grew up in a small town south of here, Palacios. I was raised by my parents. It's me and my 5 sisters. That's me, my dad, my mom, and 5 sisters. 6 women in the house, 4 weeks in the month. You do the PMS math. My dad and I actually had a happiness window every month that lasted 10, sometimes as long as 15 seconds. We'd walk out in the yard hand in hand. We'd smell the flowers in the garden. We'd feel the sun shining on our face. And we'd haul ass inside and hide in the attic for 30 days. Growing up with 5 sisters explains a lot about my personality. Probably also explains why I prefer silk underwear. My last girlfriend actually thought that was a sexy attribute until she went shopping with me the first time. I was in the Walmart dressing room and I hollered, "Honey, you give me the pink ones with a red bow and a Mrs. size 22? I think I've just about outgrown the young miss sizes." 5 sisters made hand-me-downs a real treat. But in a big family, you make do with what you have. I used to take my sister's old skirts and sew them up the middle and make slats. Remember gauchos? I started that. But my sisters also taught me a few things that I have carried with me throughout the years. Some helpful hints. You give me a dozen light bulbs and an easy bake oven, I can still whip up Thanksgiving dinner. As you can expect, I couldn't wait to get out of that house shortly after graduation. Headed up to Austin, University of Texas. Hook 'em horn. At UT, I received my parental degree. For those of you unfamiliar with the parental degree, that's where after 7 years of sponsoring my drunken parties, my parents said, "You have now graduated." That was a very touching ceremony. No cap and gown, but I got a nice hard hat and a tool belt. If nothing else, I learned respect for women at a very young age. If I ever thought of raising my hand to one of my sisters, my parents didn't intervene. There were 4 more like the cavalry ready to come down the hallway. These ladies were well armed and well trained. But it all has to do with respect. Our parents raised us all with respect, and today that's what's missing in the home. I was at home the other day just cleaning up. I had the TV on in the background. I overheard a talk show where the subject was kids who hit their parents. I sat down. I had to watch this. Here it is. They have a couple up on stage, probably mid-30s. Tears in the eyes. They've been crying the whole time. "Jerry, we just don't know what to do." Well, it says here, Tommy hits you if you try to discipline him. This kid actually hits you when you try to discipline him. Well, to be fair, we got to hear Tommy's side of the story. Tommy was unable to make it today, so we sent a remote camera to Tommy's house, and I wanted to hear what Tommy has to say. Kids up there on the big screen. "Jerry, my old man, my old lady, they just don't respect me, and sometimes I got to put my foot down." Now, without even watching the show, you know these people were white. Because if there's any blacks, any Mexicans out in the audience, if that was our parents on stage, whole different story. Mr. Samora, you mean to tell me Randy hit you? Well, it's only fair. There's 2 sides to every story. I want to hear what Randy has to say. Randy was unable to make the show today, so we sent a remote camera out to Randy. Now I want to hear what Randy has to say. Unfortunately, since the incident, Randy has yet to regain consciousness. Whole different story. The title of that show would have been "Kids Who Hit Their Parents and Mysteriously End Up in a Coma." My mom tried to instill a little religious respect in our lives by hauling us to church every Sunday. I had a problem with the Catholic religion, though. Not the entire religion. I had a problem with the concept of confession, confessing your sins to the priest. I mean, God is everywhere. He knows what I did. And as I got to get a little older, my sins got to be a little embarrassing. So here I am in a confessional. You imagine it's Sunday morning. Church is really quiet. Everyone's praying. And out of nowhere, you can hear the priest. You did what? Where in the world did you get a skirt and high heels for a pig? Now, try to keep in mind, these were my experimental years. Some people don't think I've outgrown them yet. But besides respect, I did learn some parenting tips I'd like to pass on to any aspiring parents or parents with infants. Here's a good one. Any parent with a baby knows if the baby is crying, you can pick that baby up, put him in the car, and take him for a ride. For some reason, the motion of the vehicle will put that baby to sleep almost immediately. My parents had a shortcut. Whenever one of us started crying, they would pick us up, put us in the car, and go back inside. It didn't quite work as well as the riding around bit, but you're inside watching TV, who cares? He'll quit crying. You would think, growing up with that many women, though, that I would learn to adjust with relationships. It didn't turn out that way. I can count on one hand the serious relationships I've had in my life. In my 36 years, I can count on one hand the serious, heartfelt, deep-loving relationships I've had. 54. So I'm guessing maybe I just haven't given love a chance. I've got a 10-year-old son. I did vow one thing, though. I vowed I would never let him be humiliated by women the way I was. I took two very important steps in securing that. Growing up, I never let him watch television that depicted women in any kind of positive manner. Lawyers, doctors, women in bikinis. None of that, none of that. Second step, I had him neutered. For some reason, he doesn't seem to have a problem with a TV deal. This other one, he's still trying to get used to. But I did it for his sake. I mean, I've been married twice. People, I really tried. I really did try. His mother was my high school sweetheart. I knew her for 8 years before we got married. And once we got married, it just didn't work out. We went different ways. I figured, well, she was young. She's headstrong. She's still discovering herself. We're both pulling in separate ways. It didn't work out. Second time, tried a different approach. Been divorced 3 years. My second ex-wife turned 60 last April. I know what you're thinking, but it didn't work out that way. I realized after 2 years of marriage, she's not going to die. So I gave up on that idea. I'm happy to say both marriages ended happily. Although there is a custody issue with my second ex-wife. She's got a 27-year-old daughter I'm fighting for custody over. Hey, I'll take every other weekend. Now come on, fellas, you know damn well I'll give you a whole different attitude writing that child support check. Randy? Samora. Smiling faces on the zeros. Here you go, honey. Hand delivered. What? The amount filling whatever you think is right. No problem with it. But I've been married twice. I've been divorced twice. But I'm ready to give it another shot. We're actually, I bet a lady, and this is B1. Okay, the third one, but still, I'm ready to give it another shot. We're actually talking about getting married. Well, I'm talking about it, and she laughs hysterically until milk shoots out of her nose, but at least we're communicating. But to be serious and honest, around this time, and especially this point in our relationship, I just thank God that she's in my life. Last Thanksgiving, we had a big blow-up. She walked out on me. I moved into a little one-bedroom apartment, and it was all I could do just to get a Christmas tree up. And I sat down, remember the first time I turned the lights on, I plugged them in, I looked up at the angel, and the tears really started rolling down my face. And all that I could think about was, damn, her family used to get some good gifts.